you how to make a lot of cheese. I got the dialect of dairy in my diary. I'm from a lactose intolerance community. I want to circulate the units and the unity. The continuity of opportunity for stacking bands. Opportunity to stack the figures with your family. I can show you how to get them figures in advance. I don't see nobody else but us giving a damn. Ooh. So let me know what you want to do. If you want to build, I'm Bobby. If not, sucker, kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. I'm gonna watch what you gonna do. See, if you want to build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe. Man, I don't die time. It's all about the vibe. All that I got time. I ain't got the goose. Stack with me. Don't come through. The bag in the G. You ain't with the vibe. Don't waste my time. Yeah, what's good like making? In the making, a young tycoon that's sickening. Tire forward and spit like a typhoon to the rain.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the New York Giants. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Here's Tariq Woolen bringing it out of his end zone.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The leading rusher among rookies a season ago. Here's Kenneth Walker. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now Gino on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Boy, nearly intercepted right away. You talk about this Giant defense. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
2nd and 10, Smith again. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 4th down, Smith. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the fourth down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game plan for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game plan for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Now Gino. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. And the Giants are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
To throw on second is Watson. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Those shoulders went from parallel to square, and then he brought force with him to finish that run. Oh, that's impressive.
And we saw a lot of that a week ago when he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
A gain of a yard.
Out of the gun, Watson. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. On first down, it's Watson. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. You talk about this Giant defense. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. And he is going to lose yardage here. Isaiah Simmons, boy, he can move all over the field, and he gets a tackle for loss there.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him from.
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. 13 yards remaining on second down as they've got it as we resume action. Throwing now is Gino. He'll fire one downfield for Fant, and that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Seattle. 52 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver or that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Here's a 2nd and 8. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Gino now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Myers' kick is good, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal. And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board. Slayton going to take it from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points. Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Has this complete to Daniel Bellinger. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. The Giants at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
Watson on 3rd down. He'll buy some time right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And this will be caught. It's Isaiah Hodgins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy.
Touchdown! Darius Slayton. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Gotw to kick off for New York.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Smith. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
That is caught, and they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 39. Smith trying to get him to the line quickly with the clock rolling. Here's Smith. On first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you... yourself, you don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now it's Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Smith throwing again. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
The final shot here before break, Smith. And this one is incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gotw. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Slayton going to take it from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And quickly they get to the line. 3rd and 2, Watson. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Slayton going to take it from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And the return will stop right around the 25. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Down to about the 23. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from the lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a throw here to his running back, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling the back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Myers connects on the PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Slayton going to take it from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Here's Watson.
And that one complete to Hodgins.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st down, Watson. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Giants.
Daniel Bellinger,
his 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Giants have got it back to within a score.
Extra point try good by Gotw. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Gotw now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this one will be a touchback. Woolen chooses not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down.
Able to connect with Mims.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, 55 yards. And the Seahawks get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Slayton going to take it from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On second down, here's Smith.
He completes this to Walker.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Throwing is Smith.
That is caught by Mims.
A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. They snap it to Smith. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it.
47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Watson on first down. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On first down, it's Watson. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
From the 50, it's Watson. Flushed out right.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Looking for Campbell downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamal. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little game. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Isaiah Hodgins
from 10 yards out.
And the Giants have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Woolen will return it from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close.
Through an opening, and there he goes. Racing to the end zone. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Kenneth Walker. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Seahawks are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Devin Witherspoon.
And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a...
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need.
And the Giants are right back in this football game.
Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Campbell. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Seahawks force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback. That's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell.
And for a 3rd time tonight, the ball comes out. Unfortunately, he's able to recover himself, but the clock's still rolling here.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we still got this locked down, but that's not necessarily true, is it?
Well, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On second down, it's Walker. There he goes, left side. He may go. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, 68 yards. And the Seahawks have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Giants 20. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Slayton going to take it from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Watson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 17 yards and a giant first down. Watson now to throw. And now here is another interception. And the Seahawks will take over possession here up at the 44. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Smith going to throw it. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. DK Metcalf. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Slayton going to take it from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
One last throw here for Watson. He'll find Hodgins there complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Seahawks, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll be...
Yeah, I should have served the other one, but he right back for another one. Quarter on a quarter, how you double up right off the bus. Soon as he touch down, run the money up. One-on-one. Water, a little vinegar mix, it's tough enough to take another. Still plenty when you get money with my run, been nothing but a stun. I done up a bunch of them. This what got them ducking me. They don't come out the house like a punishment. The ones they jumping me. 4-5 years and they work is numbing me. Too forever. She won't rushing me. Ask anybody what's up with me. Rolling but off. Been up a week, why could never out hustle me? They was older, broker than the younger me.